Follow all Moessieurs news on his website, www.moessieurs.com. And on his Facebook Moessieurs and Instagram Moessieurs13 page 2. For daily exclusive publications.
Hello and welcome on Moessieurs for this new video about the basic of the Montage M with the M6 front of me. And today we are going to talk about the keyboard control, what it is about and how to use, and in the bonus, so sit all along the video, I will talk to you also about the difference about the keyboard control and the mute. Okay. If you do not know me, my name is Joel Borg. I work in partnership with Yamaha Europe France, and you can shoot me every day for exclusive publication. On my Facebook, it's called Moessieurs. On Instagram, Moessieurs13, and you have the website as a reference, www.moessieurs.com. And if you are not already a Moessieurs YouTube follower, please click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I release a new video. Okay. So what are keyboard control? So you know what is local control. Local control is the disconnection or the connection between the keyboard, the mechanical parts and electronic parts from the keyboard to the audio engine that you have inside your Montage M. So why does we set the local control off in general case when you are using a DAW? Because with the USB connection for the MIDI especially, you have the in and out in the same time. So if you let the local control on, the risk is to have what we call the middle loop. So you have two times the same note played, or with a latency, you have one after the other, depending on how are your settings and how is your computer. So in general case, for this kind of use, or for using Camelot Pro, also from audio modeling, we are setting the local control off. Here I am on the local control on, and I talk about this to you because to compare, I can say, it's not really the same thing, but you can understand it as a local control for a part, not for the DAW or for the things like that, but just to explain in simply way. Here I have some parts, and what is keyboard control? Here, close to my finger on the right, you have this little green slot. This is the keyboard control, and I can set it on or off like that. Here, I select the part, I come back to command. And what does it mean? I will not go in the new MIDI implementation that we have on the Montage M for this video. I will separate the things and say, okay, you are using the Montage M alone on stage or at your home, and I will not go to things connected or the keyboard connected to do things from one keyboard to the other, things like that. You have only the Montage M, and what can you do with the keyboard control? So the things you need to understand is that keyboard control, you can play 8 parts on keyboard control. So the first 8 parts that are on keyboard control on your Montage M. Generally, 8 parts is largely enough. For the part from 9 to 16, you do not have the slot for the keyboard control. If I do shift and that, and you have seen my previous video, I select here I have nothing, I will add quickly a part here. You see there is no this slot for the keyboard control, it's empty. The part from 9 to 16, I have no this keyboard control, is to play from one of the keyboard or play with the DAW. I will remove this part and I come back to, and you see, as I say, enable no, because as soon as you put one part from 9 to 16, the seamless sound switching is disabled. Okay, and I come back to my part 1 and after to command. Okay, so that to explain to you, so only the 8 parts, but the advantage and the things you can have is with my Montage M, why can I set some parts with keyboard control and some other without? All the parts that are with keyboard control are played together. Here, the part 1 and the part 4, I play them in dual way. I do, of course, here I have a monophonic and a polyphonic, but just for the example, like this, you hear clearly the things. So I can play in the same time the part 2 and the part 4 and say, okay, and for the 2 others. The big advantage with the buttons we are here is at one moment I need to play only this part, the 2 alone. I can do like that. I set the keyboard control off, I just press 2, and it's here. I have this nice string here. I want to play the 3 alone. And I want to come back to the 2 others. I can select the 1 or go to Command. I have the 2 others that are in keyboard control. In that example, if I have some 5, 6, 7, 8 with keyboard control, I will play them all with the keyboard control, of course. So that's the first example. Even with the new MIDI implementation, we cannot play from the montage. We cannot do layer or play on split the part 2 and the 3. With one of a keyboard connected to MIDI, we can do that, but it's because we are using one of a keyboard. I do not go in this example today. So here, the idea is to have some kind of solo and do not need to set the solo. You can do only with the keyboard control like that, just by selecting here, and that's very nice and easy to do that. If you want to take in and your Montage M to go deeper in the things, to discovering quickly the things, you can ask me for a Moessieux Masterclass. It's online through Zoom. You choose the topic we are going to work together. You have all information on video description and on video ending that will come at the end, of course. So suit all along the video, and you can do it all over the world now through Music Arcspace platform. And after we have finished our session online provided through Zoom, you have your video recording for your session. I give you the link, and you can review as many anytime you need. You choose your topic, and we can do this for the Montage M, but also for the Montage first generation, the MODX and MODX Plus, for the stage keyboard, the CK and the YC, only these two. Audio modeling, Camelot Pro, of course, John Melas software. And if you want to use, in a basic way, Cubase with this synth and the stage keyboard, you can ask me also, Moessieux Masterclass, for that, for recording MIDI, recording audio, and do the first base of the mixing. I will not go, and I do not provide masterclasses for the full using of Cubase with a deeper function, but for using with your keyboard as a base, I can do also that. So, see the information and video description for this. And now, that's the bonus time. So, and for this bonus, let's talk about the differences we can have on the mute and the keyboard control. Perhaps you think, why I do things like that to use the keyboard control on or off, why I cannot use mute or not. So we are going to see a little bit the scene memory. These 8 buttons that we are here are the scene memory. Scene memory are the snapshot of some settings, not all settings. There is dedicated settings you can have in scene memory. I will not go fully deeper inside the scene today to explain to you. I will make a dedicated video for that. But this is kind of things you can do with the scene memory. So here I have nothing special on this scene. On this one, you see the part 4, which is on keyboard control, is set to mute. And on this other one, the part 1, that is on keyboard control, is set to mute. That means that here I play only the part 1, and here, because I play only parts on the keyboard control, I play only the part 4. And what does happen when I change from one to the other? The song is cutting directly, close directly. So perhaps it's what you want and what you need. But to my way, I prefer to work with the keyboard control. You have the effect that continues a little bit, but the sound of the note is cutting directly. So depend what you need. Perhaps it's what you want, but I really prefer to work with the keyboard control. On scene 4, I set keyboard control on for the part 4, so I can play this part. And the 5, I said only play the part 1. And no sound cutting. But I can engage. After when I release the original note, it stopped. There is no sound cutting. It's like the SSS, the seamless sound switching between performances, but here, inside the same performance. Okay? So very great to work like that. For me, for my part, in general case, most of the time I play with the keyboard control on, off. How to do that? Simply in quick way, you go to the scene, you need for each scene to activate the mixing, and on the mixing 2, You have the mute. If I go on this one, you can select for each scene the mute or not. And you need to activate the keyboard control here. And here you set keyboard control on or off. To my test, when you start to do several things, do not use too much the shift plus number of the scene memories. For very quick things, you can do that. But when you start to do some, not complex things, but multiple things, different, the mixing, the keyboard control, you start to change the volume. That's largely better to my taste to go to the scenes. Very easy. You press on the scene from the home screen. So very quick and very easy to go. And to go for each scene. Okay, on this scene, I have activated that. Okay, and for this, I do that. Okay, I am sure that's what I want. For the scene 2, etc., etc. For me, that's the better way to work with the scene memory. That's video ending. I hope you have liked it. I hope you have found it interesting. If yes, please click on the blue thumb. That's very important for me because, you know, it's a huge work to do this video, and I done them outside my office day work, which is not linked to the music. So if you like, please press like. If you want to support the channel, you have bottom right the video, you see the arrow, you have the super thanks. Super thanks as a kind of donation. It's helped me to renew the licenses for the software, buy new gear, buy new software to improve the quality of the rendering of this video or the things I done on the web for you for free. So if you go in that way, thank you. Thank you very much in advance. And I remember to you, if you want a Moessieux masterclass, go to Music Hackspace. Thank you, Music Hackspace, for that. It's open all over the world. Information on video description and video ending that comes. So that's time for me to say to you, see you for one other Montage M basic video. Bye.
Would you like to discover, learn, or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moessieurs Masterclass now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moessieurs' expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team, Music Hackspace instructor and host of the Camelot Pro sessions, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, stage keyboard, John Melas software suite or Camelot Pro. Book your session for your personal Moessieurs one-to-one session. It's available for users all over the world through Music Hackspace platform. It's easy. Select your date and time from the Moessieurs calendar available slots on your time zone. Thank you for watching this Moessieurs video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon, bye!